Our next stop in Malmö is the living Viking Viking Museum. Between 700 and 1100 AD was the Viking Age. Their expedition and settlement range stretched to the Arctic and through most of Europe to even northern Africa. The museum birthed from the discovery of sunken Viking ships in Viking Bay. The idea was to recreate an early medieval town community. The location is the exact site of a major battle from the early 12th century.
This is a runestone. 1134, there was a battle in this area. And here is the explanation of the battle.
Every year with pride and passion, they reenact the battle for an audience.
This is very important. Vikings didn't have helms with horns. Then we had this Nordic dream time in the early 19th century, where we painted up the Vikings, and then you get all this, we conquer the world, and we're traveling all over with our Viking ships with dragon heads, and then we get horns and wings and everything, you know, and that being sort of the myth and goes around the world that was the Vikings, and we were sort of trying to tell the true story. Here we are standing to see the old gods, and you can recognize them, of course, all of them.
I recognize something.
Yes,
I can
you reckon that. Who's that?
Well, more, what's that?
Yes. Well, it is what you think. It's Frey.
Okay.
And then you have Odin with the one eye.
Okay.
And then you, of course, had Thor, the Warrior Gordon, etc. So this is the training for the kids. They start in a very early age, because when you were 15, you were grown up.
Ah, that was so close.
Oh, no, you don't have to stop it. It doesn't...
Oh,
He's moving.
this is real life. This is real life.
Go for it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No. From the up,
Up.
from the up, from the down, from the down. The one who drop it loses.
The one who drops it.
Yeah, if you...
So we have to try to tug.
No, one hand, don't move, and go.
Ooh, I got...
You can do whatever, up and down or whatever. You have the balance, yeah, I heard.
The balance.
But if you put that down, before killing all the four, you're dead.
All right.
No, you're dead.
Bjorn invites Eugene and Sabrina to become part of the open-air museum.
You want to be a Viking, so did you, right?
I wouldn't pass an opportunity up, would I?
So, we're going to dress you up now as Viking, and now I'm going to leave you to the Viking world.
Oh my God, look at this.
Like that? You can't have that color, there's just socks in it.
How would I look more like this?
And what do we say again? We say, I want to be your slave.
Yes.
You can do it.
I think
No, you can just lift the pot.
The town is populated with people from the Scandinavian Viking explorer group's village community, as well as domestic animals and cattle, which all spread across 17 acres.
Just like that.
Part of the experience can include overnight stays, but in maintaining the museum's authenticity, there's no electricity.
We're about to turn the lights on. It only took 25 minutes to turn the lights on in the house, but...
Despite the reputation of Vikings, most were merchants. They were primarily trading iron and fur.
You can't talk about Sweden and the history of Sweden without acknowledging the life of the Vikings. We're here at Vikin's living village, and we're trolls.
basically slaves.
We've been working here all day. I realized that Viking life must have been hard. I don't think I want to be a Viking anymore.
We hopped on a plane, wanting to avoid a nearly 20-hour drive up north to Gällivare. We flew into the Arctic Circle to the remote Swedish Lapland.
How's the hangover?
There were around 100 mines in Sweden 50 years ago, producing up to 20 million tons of ore. Nowadays, they produce 4 times that, with just 16 mines, making Sweden Europe's main iron provider. Towns up in the north were birthed from these mines, which altogether employ nearly half the country's population.
Come up to Sweden's northern Lapland, where landscape, mine, town, and snow all come to a head in a discussion about climate change and sustainable communities. We heard there's a big giant golden egg. We've come up here to find it.
We hunted down Mats Baguette, one of the artists behind the Golden Egg project.
No, it was actually started with a commission from this building company who's constructing new apartments and housing for the relocation in Kiruna. They're moving the city down close to an area to the airport.
They are relocating sections of the town because of the deep and extensive mining in Kiruna. We plan on going further up north to visit this town to get more insight.
The move is more of a challenge for people who live there. So they want to do something different to create like a platform for discussions around this move of the city. So we here in Sweden are very keen on saunas. And this was also one of the ideas why to do this specific egg in Kiruna. We are really interested in how to create rooms where you can hatch different types of ideas. And the egg is in many ways a symbol for life and the origin of ideas. And the burner is made like an iron heart. So hearth comes from heart. And in Kiruna, the heart is actually the mine where they extract steel. It's a double-sided sword because, of course, this ore is the reason why Kiruna is there, but it's also a reason for discussions around environmental issues. And we're interested in these issues and to find different ways of talking about them. And the sauna is a pretty good place for discussions.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's probably the only place today where people don't have their cell phones.
That's true.
This solar egg sauna stands 16 feet tall and breaks down into 69 pieces.
100 kilometers further up from Kiruna, there is a place called Abisko. And Abisko has one of the most amazing research stations which focus on studies on climate change, because this is the Arctic region which is affected mostly by climate change. We've been up there quite a lot, and now we're trying to do an art project which is actually a collaboration with the scientists. So we're looking at using this kind of mineral, because this kind of mineral is now one of the ideas of how we're going to capture carbon from the atmosphere.
With the mineral.
With the basalt mineral. And we thought of like, how are we going to suck out all this carbon dioxide from the atmosphere? And what are we going to do with it? Now there is new research in Stanford, US, that shows that you can actually use this carbon dioxide and through some magical process create methanol, alcohol. So we thought, what about making a sculpture that sucks out carbon dioxide and makes vodka?
I think that's genius. I'm on board fully.
So that's my next dream.
I love saunas and I love eggs. Why can't I have both?